I give the floor to the representative of Algeria.
Madam President, at the outset, we express our warmest congratulations to Guyana for assuming the presidency of the Council during this month. We want to commend also the Greek efficient presidency of the Council during the last month. Madam President, during our last meeting held on the 20th of May, I spoke with length of Dr. Ala al-Najjar. Remember, the mother whose name is now imprinted in the wound of every Palestinian soul. 9 of her 10 children were taken, not by fate, but by the deliberate fire of the Israeli occupying army. Remember, I asked then if her husband, Hamdi, awakens, what we shall tell him. Today we know he will never speak again. He will never hear again. He is gone. Dr. Hamdi succumbed to his wounds last Sunday. And that unbearable question will never cross his lips. Nor Allah will bear the agony of answering it. And now, the last surviving is Adam, a 10-year-old suspended between life and the memory of what once was a happy family. We pray he recovers. We pray that he becomes a balm to his mother's shattered heart. Madam President, there are moments when silence is more eloquent than language. Today is one of those moments. But silence cannot defend the dead. It cannot hold the hand of the dying. It cannot confront the machinery of injustice. So we must speak loudly, not for the sake of mere stating position, but for the sake of memory, of morality, and of the human spirit. This meeting of the Security Council, this humanitarian resolution, even in its obstruction by a veto, is a mirror that reflects the agony of multilateralism and the urgent need to revive it. Today, the elected members of the Council have stood with clarity, with conviction, with courage, They are the proud bearer of moral legitimacy. They are the true compass of the world's conscience. The draft resolution that was halted today was not the voice of a few, but the collective will of the entire world, North and South, East and West. 14 out of 15 Security Council members. It was a message to the people of Palestine. You are not alone. You are not alone. And it was a message to the Israeli occupier. The world watched you. The shield of impunity, of immunity, must fall. It reveals why the Israeli occupier continues its crime. Because it has never fully fared justice. Because it has always felt protected. While the victims were buried with no names, no headlines, no reckoning, no investigation, and no accountability. Madam President, for the killing of children, for the killing of Palestinian children, to not become a mere pastime, the Council should have acted to impose a ceasefire in Gaza. For the starvation not to be legitimized as a weapon, the Council should have acted to impose a ceasefire in Gaza. For the future generations to not grow up scorning international law, the Council should have acted to impose a ceasefire in Gaza. Madam President, today's vote is not a conclusion. It is another prelude. It is another beginning. As President Abdelmajid Tebboune has affirmed, Algeria will not abandon Palestine. We have stood with it in its pain, and we will stand with it in its resurrection. We will return to this Council again and again. We will return for the children who died before they knew what childhood meant. We will return for the women forced to give birth on roads lined with rubbers and flame. We will return for the fathers who built homes with bare hands, only to watch them collapse in seconds. We will return for the starving who refuse to trade dignity for bread beneath siege. We will return for the thirsty, killed for looking for clean water. We will return because the Palestinians deserve to live in freedom, in dignity. We are not tired. we are not resigned. We will come back, and soon. I thank you.
I thank the representative of Algeria for his statement.